This is the Amazing Beer Drinking Man, and today we're going to do Anchor Brewing Porter. Now we all know Anchor steam beer comes out of San Francisco, and they were really pretty much considered the first true microbrewery in the late 70s, early 70s rather. They were bought by Fritz Maytag, and he kept the company alive, and they were really just a craft brewer or a microbrewer. They do have a bunch of different brews that they do now, more than just their steam beer. Steam beer is still good. A lot of guys have tried it. I did do the Breckles Brown, which is an old recipe of theirs, which I liked a lot. Porters are very similar to stouts. Stouts are very similar to porters. Not a lot of difference between them. At one time, they were actually the same recipes for most brewers. There's been some divergence, but there's really not a clear-cut definition of which is which. They both tend to be very dark, very chocolatey, very coffee, a lot of coffee flavors. Bitter. They tend to be fairly bitter. This is an American porter. American porters tend to be a little bit more over the top than English porters. English porters will stay with the original recipes. The craft brew people in America will add extra hops, they'll add espresso, they'll add just about anything to it. So they do tend to be a little bit more all over the place with the American porters, and this is an American porter. It is 5.6 ABV. I'll list in on YouTube underneath. I'll put in what the ingredients are off their website. I won't go into all those now. Like always, if you like the reviews, please sign up. Join us on YouTube, subscribe, leave comments. We'll always answer our comments. We love to have friends, because one thing about drinking beer is it's always better with people. Oh, by the way, they even tell us on the cap, use opener, because we would never figure that out on our own. Let's give it a pour. Very dark, just like you'd expect. Lots of carbonation. And they say right on the label, right in the description, that they don't overly carbonate it. Where did I see that? Oh well. Look at that head. That's what, almost 3 fingers of head. Dark brown head. Well, not dark brown, but a nice toasty brown head. Very dark color in the glass. Looking at it right at the light, I can't even see through it. Couldn't see through it. You can see through it on a pour. I can see through it, but once it's in a glass, you can't see. It's opaque. There's nothing there. Like I said, very big head, lots of carbonation. It must be quite a bit of hops in this. I forget what type of hops they're using, but I am getting that citrusy, piney hop smell. And I'm getting that roasted malt, very roasted malt, a little bread smell. Those are the 2 predominant smells. Not much of anything else going on in there. Maybe, I take it back, maybe a little dark fruit. I'm going to give it a try, see what we have. Fairly light mouthfeel, kind of a medium body beer. You do get that stout, porter, bitter. And again, like the black, it's like a black, I always call it a black coffee bitter. That's what I always think of when I think of stout or a porter. Not the hops bitter, but, and there actually is a slight hops bitterness too. So you get malt. Yeah, you get malt, you get a little bit of the malt, a little bit of hops bitterness, and then in the back of your throat, you get that stronger black coffee type bitter. Actually quite interesting. Trying to see what else we can pick up in there. A little bit again of the dark fruit, the coffee. Not getting any chocolate in this one. Sometimes you'll get a chocolate in it. I'm not tasting any chocolate in this one. This is a solid porter. It stays pretty true to the form. It's not all over the place. It's not over the top. If anything, you'd call it understated. We're going to give it 4 caps. Like it a lot. I would drink a couple of these in a row. Very good porter. I would recommend that you go out and give it a try. Till next time, this is the Amazing Beer Drinking Man.